Good evening, everybody. The Father of Phyrexia here. Just to recap and go over what I made for the standard Eighth of Just draft last night. I went black and white, or white black, and this was the card that I got in my first pack that really started it all. I was going for a little bit of max speed, a little bit of violence, a little bit of death touch, Well, there's that. Didn't get to play around her much. But the engine rat saw a good little bit of combat. Definitely not in that first round though. That first round, gentleman named Ryan, he was playing green, red, and blue, because he ended up with loot in, I think he said he ended up getting 2 of his packs, and he ended up running that milling him drawing himself out and milling me out. That first round I didn't get to I got to play like a few cards. He didn't want to be filmed, so I was respecting. Well, I didn't really ask him, honestly. I wasn't really ready to film it, but I asked the other 2 games if they wanted to. They didn't mind me filming. They said as long as they didn't show their face, and just said that's cool. It's just gonna get the table and the game playing field. So I had this going on. I had a little bit of freaking artifacts, vehicles. It was fun overall. Yeah, Spot Cycle Scouter, he got to see some play. Country roads, take me home. That only got to see the game one time. That I didn't get to play that at all. I mean, I think this was a well thought out, and I played the deck pretty well. I just didn't. There was a couple times where I kind of stuck my foot in my mouth and should have done one thing, but I did a completely different thing with this one. That was fun. I mean, it was an easy like removal card right off the bat, and then you can sack it to surveil 2 prior to the road. This was, like max speed, but this never got to see the this never got to see the max speed. Otherwise this would have run some shit. I could have, but like I said, let me know in the comments how you feel about. I think this is a pretty well put together kind of, sack, deal damage, sack, destroy, destroy target creature vehicle. The +1/+1 death touch and indestructible till the end of turn. So no matter what, you're killing something. The tune up. I brought the I think I brought the Scout Cycle back. No, I brought the Carry-On Cruiser back on the last match with this, and I boofed it up with my I got to bump it up with the mechanic and the max speed mechanic on this right there. Your max speed, you tap it, you put a 1/1 counter on target creature or vehicle you control. Activate only as a sorcery. And that Every freaking turn, I'd buff up that freaking carry-on cruiser in the end game, but I never, like I said, foot and mouth. Did one thing, supposed to do another thing, but it was, yeah. Let me know. It was a good one. Roadside assistance. It's like calling Jake from State Farm or Flo from Progressive, and her team. Create a pilot. This one mounts and vehicles you control get a +1/+1, and it saddles and mounts vehicles two or greater, so that worked out for me. That one, every time you saddle it and attack with it, put a counter on it. I mean, an artifact is when the creature dies, you create a servo. This guy, this is just good though. I mean, he never got to see Battlefield play with max speed, but that's a solid. You just keep buffing yourself up. Light shield parry. I mean, this card only got played one time, and I cycled it. I didn't even use it. I should have used it, but I cycled it instead. Again, one thing and thinking one thing, and then my brain decided to do a completely different other thing. Then this one, I used it to, and I'll show you the other thing I used with it. You throw this with this, and you tap add 2 and spend money to activate add abilities. So I tap this and only have to throw 2 down. I throw a 1/1 counter on mount or vehicle. That was fun. Again, the Ripclaw Wrangler. I mean, this came up along the way. I decided to grab it since I was doing, like I said, white, black, zombies, max speed, all that shit. And then this came later in the game. I only got a couple rares and mythics because I guess there was the gentleman in the second match who was thinking the same thing I was and nabbed up all the other black and white. Well, all the fucking black. Pretty much. I grabbed all the white mythic ones. That, and then another engine rat. I could have. This was what was my sideboard. I could have splashed in, but I didn't because I was just feeling just the 2 colors. Because these just can't be moved by chance. And then you had that Blossoming Sands or whatever, that foil card. Fetch land. It was white green. I mean, like I said, but I was in the mood to do white black because I'd done, what was it? In one, I did red, white, blue. I ate total. I bombed that one. I built one that was red, green. And I bombed the first match. Then I swapped out to my black blue because that was my alternate deck that I had built since it was a pre-release. I got to use all the cards and that was really fun. I took that the last 2 matches for that. And so I just decided I felt like I was going to do white black. Forgive me for not knowing the color coordinated names for these. I've been playing since the original, honestly, and up until now it's just been kind of going by colors, not by the names that they actually go by. I buy Precon decks, the Commander decks, but I never play Commander. I have a whole bunch of Commander decks, Precons that I bought just sitting around. Trying to build an Atraxa Commander deck, but yeah. Y'all have a good night.